That's good.
Hell yeah, man.
That's good
That
shit.
was fun.
That's
But
good
yo,
shit.
y'all ready to go?
Yeah, let's rock.
All right, three, two, one, and welcome everybody back to the Build Different Show. I am so happy to be back with my guys, Kem, my guy Matt. I said my guys. My guys, Kem. My guys, Matt. Whatever the fuck, they are my guys. I'm your host, Thomas Saxby, and we are here to talk about sports. This is episode number 122 of the Built Different Show. We have been at it for a while. So, how are my guys? How are you guys doing? How do you guys want to open up the show?
Matt, kick us off, brother.
Oh shit, I'm doing good, big dog. You know I'm always on the same shit, but I have an open intake. I've talked about this more or less a few times now, but you know, more things have come out about it, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
keep updating.
Okay.
So WNBA, they're currently going through their CBA. Currently talking about,
Here we go.
trying to get more money, and I respect it. The league's growing bigger. So currently the league had tried to negotiate, them quadrupling their salary rates, going from around 249,000 for like a max player to be around 1 million, and then everyone else jumps
Mm-hmm.
quadruples in their pay rate. Starting rate,
Mm-hmm.
rather than being at 60,000, I think it would go up to around, I don't know, 200,000, give or take 210,000. Um, and the WNBA players association aren't feeling it because they don't really care about how much their money is right now. They want a percentage of the revenue higher. They want the same percentage of NBA revenue. But at the same time, what revenue percentage are you taking when they're not making any money? But that's not what we've already talked about that part. I want to actually bring some other stats into this. So I want to compare the WNBA to the NBA. WNBA currently, right now, they're in their 29th year. So NBA started 1946. All right. Their players didn't get guaranteed revenue sharing until 1983, almost
Preach.
40
Preach.
years into their creation.
Preach.
The first $1 million contract was in 1980 with Moses Malone. He signed a 3-year, $3 million contract. The WNBA currently is in like the early to mid 70s of what the NBA was. It's a long, dragged out process. The NBA wasn't fully profitable, consistently profitable until the early 80s. WNBA right now is negatively profitable. The only reason they're in a better position now than than the NBA was is because they have somebody to subsidize all their shit, which is the NBA. The NBA didn't have that. So they just need to take the steps. Yes, are there stars out there that deserve to get paid that are really good? 100%. But there's steps to this shit, and you can't just try jumping over the moon before you get into the space shuttle. Like it's like I don't get why I get it. They want money. But like fuck man, take your time. You're not there yet. The league is not there yet. It will be. Give it 10 more years, it'll be there. But damn. That's
So
my
I love that take, bro. I love that take. Can I ask a question though? What would be fair? So, I agree with everything that you're just saying there, right there, like with the how long it took for the NBA to be as profitable as the NBA is now, and the first everything that you did was
yeah.
fact laden and everything. I have nothing, no problem with that. I just like to know what would be like. So right now, with the current climate, though, with there being social media, NILs, different because they do make the good ones or the ones who market themselves, you know what I mean, the right way, make other money outside
Through
of the
sponsorships, of course.
WM. Yes, absolutely, right. But what would be a fair value with the number that you use there with like 60,000 to 249,000 with the base for the NBA is like 11 million or something like that.
Yeah, so
Like right now, what would be
I
fair with
especially
the NBA subsidizing?
let's even go back 10 years of the NBA. Chandler
Hmm.
Parsons, when he was on the
Robbed it.
Rockets,
He
he was
robbed the league.
making like $600,000 per year on his rookie contract.
Hmm.
Like, and yeah, that's still a lot more than these WNBA players are making. It's triple than their max, but
Hmm.
that was 10 years ago
Hmm.
in the NBA. So,
Hmm.
like, yes, do I think a rookie in the WNBA should be making less than me? No. I feel like
There we go.
WNBA office is offering the quadruple. I think that's probably where they should be.
Hmm.
Start base rate at around 215.
Hmm.
max salaries $1 million plus, bonuses and incentives and shit like that. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
think it should be currently right now with the popularity. They're expanding, so more money has to go in more places.
A
More
100%
players
agree.
are gonna more players are gonna separate to other teams. The bloat is gonna go down. So
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like right where that quadruple is where it should be, but it might not even happen because the WNBA players, the association, they're not fucking with it unless they have a higher percentage of revenue. So I don't know if they're looking at big picture or they're just looking at their pockets. But if they want to, because they're ready to go on lockout for next season and shit, and it's just like that's only gonna hurt the league, in my opinion. Like you need to look at the bigger picture rather than just currently right now what's in your pockets because a lot of players are making money through endorsement deals and through other things, so it's like take the time, let it rock, don't be so greedy. And I get it, it's your pockets, but fuck.
Right. Right. Okay. With the product and everything else that
Yeah,
goes
it's
in.
just
Right.
like, and still, like, yeah, there's some great players out there. Asia Wilson's bugging right now.
Mm-hmm.
Paige Buchers as a freaking rookie going stupid. Caitlin Clark, of course, having a down year because of injuries and everything. Even Angel Reese's numbers are really good, but there's also a good amount of WNBA players that aren't up to snuff. Like, so it's like there's that fine line of like balance of like, all right, yes, there is some elite players out there, and there's also some players that be hitting the bottom of the backboard a lot. So it's like for layups. So it's like I love
Yeah,
WNBA players,
man.
man. I love watching it,
Um,
but fuck.
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, what's fair, right? I mean, like the whole situation is just tricky because there's some really good, talented female basketball players out there. On the other end, like Matt said, I would say most of the WNBA is still not at that up to par yet. We're finally getting some top stars, all that good stuff, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love to see it, and I'm not trying to come in here and be a hater, but the WNBA, they want revenue sharing, right? But like last year they only made 200 million. The NBA gave the WNBA 200 million. So like the NBA, who controls basically, their money, like they have to use that 200 million dollar investment that they
Mm-hmm.
made into that back. So I don't it would be hurting the league to start giving these, women all of this money. Am I saying they don't deserve it? No, they've lived their whole lives to get to this point. I'll never say an athlete doesn't deserve money. I don't care. Like you can go to the NBA, MLB. I'll never sit here and say someone doesn't deserve their $30 million contract unless, we're talking about sports and comparing it, to other players and stuff like that. Because these people, this is what they dedicated their life to. It's the same thing as like if we dedicated our lives to, other shit that you
Mm-hmm.
can make millions of dollars in.
Mm-hmm.
So those people that be on their keyboards and at home, like, oh, they already make more than me. Why the fuck do they want more money? And stuff like that. Well, you're not dedicating your life to anything special. You're just, you're doing whatever fuck ass job that you're doing, and you're not really contributing to society like that. So it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to the WNBA, I think I agree with the proposal, quadruple it, I guess, but to say full on revenue sharing and stuff like that for a league that's still, zeroing out by the end of the year, I don't know. It would do more harm. Like what's wrong with earning it? What's wrong with, all the ladies coming together, get the fucking league up to where it needs to be, get paid while you're doing so, and then take your sponsorship deals elsewhere. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese, even though she's one of the biggest people that's, for this, saying, she'll sit out games and shit like that, she's probably maybe a millionaire from all the sponsorships that she fucking gets. So like, go get your sponsorships, get the league up naturally. We don't need to put this league in a spot that it's not there yet. Because it'll do more harm than it'll ever do good. It'll attract more negative attention than it ever would good attention. So,
And that's a great
you know,
point too with the Angel
yeah,
Reese or like a lot of these big athletes in the sport
they already get paid.
about sitting out and everything. They're the ones with the $1 million endorsement deals.
Yeah,
It's
they
Yeah,
do.
it's the other 80% of the WNBA that doesn't have all that extra money from endorsement deals that would suffer. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's also like that. Yeah, it'll hurt the league because how can a league that's not making money already currently sit out or like to survive a lockout? But also the players are gonna hurt. Like they don't have that
right.
a lot of money just sitting around because they're not making millions and millions of dollars. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good start to the fucking podcast. Yo, Cam,
Yeah.
how are you, man?
Man, I'm pretty good, man. I want to start on a different angle, but I love where we started,
That was
man.
good talk.
Yes, man. So can I ask, have y'all been keeping track with the fallout from the Michigan sign stealing scandal?
No.
no,
Oh,
what's
all right,
I
great.
mean, I know there's a documentary.
All right,
And,
bet. So
man.
no, so check it out, man. The punishment has been laid out, and I'm gonna lay it all out for y'all, man. So listen, to be honest with you, man, what you guys are gonna figure out, after everything that I put down here is that it's always the big guy eats the little guy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And in most cases, money talks and bullshit walks, and it's just that simple. All right, so it's a power, you know what I mean? Like, it's a power that I like to, I'd like to wield that someday, but as it pertains to sports, is one that we shouldn't be able to use. You know what I mean? Because it blurs accountability. You know what I mean? If you ask me, the NCAA's response, it's just tell them it's going to be like this. Check it out. Like, the NCAA handed Michigan the first ever financial penalty. Like, they forfeited this postseason's revenue plus 10% of their football budget. All right, check this out. Hell yeah, football scholarships, as well as a $50,000 fine, and they got recruiting restrictions and now probation. The head coach, who was the assistant coach when Jim Harbaugh was the coach of Michigan when this scandal took place, all right, he actually is getting suspended for 3 games. And Jim Harbaugh has like a 10-year ban from like the NCAA, like, because it shows that he definitely deliberately, you know what I mean, and
yikes.
caused deceit in what they were doing. So it's kind of crazy, right? Now tell me about this, right?
Their football budget, though,
Yes.
oof.
Listen,
10%.
That is a
only for
See, this is good.
Mhm.
Before you continue, my bad, Kim. I don't
No,
mean to
go ahead.
completely cut you off.
Go.
See, this right here,
Mhm.
and I don't know how the public sees it because I haven't looked into the sign stealing stuff at
Mhm.
all, but this
Mhm.
is how punishments for cheating the fucking sport should go. Like,
Mhm.
when you look at the Houston Astros, for example, and the
Mhm.
slaps on the wrist that they
Mhm.
got, like, yeah, this is night and day.
Mhm. But check it out, though. This is the only thing that's kind of crazy. Despite it being like a level 1 and them being like a repeat violator in this sense, you know what I'm saying, of sign stealing and this always being a part of what, like, the dude flew guys to games. You understand what I'm saying? To actually watch the other team's signs before they would even play these guys. Like, come on, man, that shit is crazy. But anyway,
Crazy.
what they did was they avoided any competitive punishment, though. This is all financial punishment that but they didn't lose any postseason ban. They don't vacate any wins, which doesn't make any sense when they were totally cheating. Now, I understand the money, but I think that, shit, they took Reggie Bush's trophy. They reinstated and gave it back to him, but at the end of the day, like, this makes no sense when there was an apparent cheating. Reggie Bush was just getting paid. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't cheating anybody. This is apparent cheating that is above a competitive edge in the sport of football. Now, again, it tipped his hand. The NCAA, they actually tipped their hand, if you ask me, right? Because like you said, we got to see what people are talking about, because it's more concerned with like protecting reputations and shit like that in TV contracts, because these games actually played on these stations, and of course they don't want to take the wins because that has something to do with like the sponsorship deal that had happened on that network. So that's a negative when it comes to restructuring a deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it's an illusion of fairness. You understand what I'm saying? Because in all truth, none of that has been taken. So the message for me is like I kind of started at the beginning. If you're big enough and you're powerful enough like Michigan, then you can cheat. You just have to pay the fine and keep on playing. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe that that's all the way fucking fair. And that's all I got to really say about that. But how do y'all feel about that, man? I know that they took a lot of shit from them. It's a large financial penalty, and I like what you said, Tom. This is how people should pay. But
and that's where I disagree with you, because like, I understand, like, maybe we should take the title, we should take wins away and shit like that, but I think that's the beautiful part about sports. I don't think there's probably some situations where something was taken. Like, I know back during the steroid scandal, the famous runner that was on steroids, he got his medals confiscated, shit like that. I believe that's right. If you cheat the fucking Olympics, something where the whole world is fucking competing, lose your fucking medal. But when it comes to sports, I mean, it's hard to take that win back. You know what I mean? Like, the same people said the same thing about the Astros, and I agreed at first. But then now that we look at it almost 10 years later from it happening, we could kind of look back at that time, say they cheated, and we just fucking move on. I don't think whether they have that win or they don't have that when, people are going to look at it any differently. I mean, we're still talking about 1919 when the Chicago White Sox cheated the
Mhm.
World Series. We still talk about that,
Mhm.
to this day.
Mhm.
I don't think that really, cripples anybody. I mean, we still all remember, Michigan winning and, cheering for, Jim Harbaugh and shit like
Mhm.
that. But the financial penalty, the recruiting penalty, like that should, unless they got some really good people in the Michigan front office, that should cripple them decently, because right now we're at a spot in college football where it's all about recruiting. If you're not recruiting the
But
best
that's the
players, it doesn't
problem.
matter what you got.
But that's also the problem, my guy, is that they already had top echelon recruiting as it was. So
Yeah.
what is the point
Yeah.
of even stealing? Like, that's over
That's
competitive. Like, you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? That's almost like a heavyweight boxer fighting a lightweight boxer. You understand? Like, it make like
Yeah.
literally, it's almost like
Yeah.
that's the disadvantage that you put somebody at. Now, of course, they're all grown. No, they're young men, you know what I mean, growing into their bodies, you know what I mean? And again, recruiting is a discipline that is also based on people's body type, and people went to Michigan. They were all, at the time of they were always in the running, and people wanted to play for Jim Harbaugh pre and post Jim NIL deal. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's not like, you know what I mean, they had a problem with recruiting. So at the end of the day, I believe that it's one of those things that, come on, man, it's like if Shaq, you know what I mean? Like, it's too many metaphors that I could put together, you know what I mean, to make it unfair. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to think about the kids who were playing on the opposing team who may have had a chance to win those games had not. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And what did that do to their earning
Of course.
potential in the game that they lose
Right.
that they could have
That's
won?
fair.
You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? With the signs being stolen and stuff like that,
Well,
their stock kind of goes up, where all of the
yeah.
guys on Michigan stock goes up from them winning through cheating. But the guys who, were recruited through that school, who did not do any cheating, who may have won, their stock plummeted, and that it's unfair. I think that that's something.
And I think,
Mhm.
like, and yeah, and I mean, we're probably gonna end up agreeing to disagree so that we don't
Yes,
spend, like,
yeah,
50 minutes on the topic.
absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it's like, what would be a fair punishment, right? Like, we could take the title, but then that kind of takes away from, sports in general, because
Hmm.
Michigan won. They didn't lose. They won.
Right.
They won at the end of
Hmm.
the day.
Hmm.
So that kind of goes against, the competition of sports, whatever. That's, like I said, that's a whole fucking deep rabbit hole that we can go down with
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
But it's like, it's not like you can really punish the people that were there, because how long did that happen? Like 2-3 years now?
Yeah, and that's why it's more on the coaches than it's on the players, because the players going to always
Yeah,
say,
but like Jim
"Let's suit up."
Harbaugh, like, you
You know
could
what I mean?
ban you could
Yeah,
ban
they
Jim
want to play.
Harbaugh for 10
Yeah.
years from college. Like,
Hmm.
if Jim Harbaugh was the coach now, he wouldn't have gotten no 10-year ban. He would have probably gotten like a
Hmm.
year ban or like half a year ban. But like, since he's out of college, all you can do is just be like, all right, buddy, don't come back for 10 years.
Hmm.
And then like JJ McCarthy, the quarterback, he's already in the NFL. So what? Oh, you can't come to our alumni nights. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's hard, because then what is, I mean, maybe they could have been more severe on, the financial penalties and that, but it's like, what do you think
Yeah.
would really kind of make the mark here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, like,
Hmm.
fucking disband the college sports for a year. You
Well,
can't do that either.
because you did, like, the truth is they won once the scandal was out and it was obvious that they weren't using
Yeah.
people's signs. But what about the games that were won when they were using the signs? How do we know that they make it to the bowl? That is the
Right.
point. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's all that I'm saying.
And that's
It's
Yeah,
just
no,
and that's
you,
just
you know
history.
what
Yeah.
I
one
mean?
of those
Like,
things that
Yeah.
you'll never
that's
actually know. So
yeah,
fuck throw an asterisk next to that in the record
yeah,
book. But
Yeah.
at the
yes.
end of the day, the
That's all.
penalties they did get, it doesn't serve shit just because they're such a prestigious school. Like you said, they do have great scouting teams and everything already. So it's just a
Hmm.
recruiting team. So it's like it's a big penalty for
Right.
some, but for a school like that, it doesn't really do shit to them. And yeah, you're not taking the title away just because what can you do? And it's not like the NFL where
Yeah.
they can be on the team 20, 10, 15 years. No, they're already, yeah, like Thomas said, they're already in the NFL or they're moved on or they're the players. So it's like,
Yeah, because think of all the
fuck you off
examples, right? Like,
the field.
Reggie Bush loses his fucking Heisman. The whole time we're still talking about Reggie Bush as probably the best college player to ever
Yes.
fucking touch,
Yeah.
a college field. So it doesn't matter whether he had that trophy or not.
Hmm.
Like Barry Bonds, no matter what, is the all-time, home runs leader. We can put all the asterisks we want, but it's like, it happened. You know what I mean? Like, we
The
can't
gate,
can't avoid.
Brady,
OJ Simpson was a fantastic fucking
yeah,
football player. We
Yes.
can't take that away,
Brady's literally everyone's quarterback goat. The deflate gate happened. So
Yep.
like
Yeah.
the cheating, like, it hurts in the moment, but in the long run, nobody really remembers that shit, bro. Nobody cares about it. They
Sure.
might use it in a joke or something, but they
Sure.
don't really hold the players or the teams accountable for it, really.
Yeah.
Right. And as long as like the, the NCAA committee can sit there and say, okay, well, you guys are going to get, recruitment, hold back. You're not going to have as much money in your budget and shit like that. It should
Mm-hmm.
prevent, or at least because, if someone does that this year, they're going to get a much harsher penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they, they did all they could do. I think we'll fucking see what comes of it. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm chilling, man. No, this is a fantastic start to this fucking podcast. I got my fucking Stanley. The fucking wife bought me a Stanley. I feel bougie. I feel great. Stanleys keep shit cold, man. It's a beautiful fucking life out here. But other than that, I wanted to point out something that I saw on NBA.com that was really funny. Because before I make these scripts, I try to go, pull from as many different headlines as I can. One of the NBA.com headlines was top 5 American MVP threats. And it's fucking hilarious and crazy that we're to this point. Because, like, at first I laughed, but then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, well, the top guys that can win MVP are all fucking foreign. Giannis, Jokic,
Shea,
Luka, Wemby, like Shea. You keep going down the list, and it's just like,
Anthony
damn, man.
Edwards is like the
Yeah.
highest up there, and like LeBron, like
Right. And Anthony Davis, shit like that, like the top 5 American MVP threats. it's
Tatum.
it's crazy that we're here, but that's how hard that the NBA has fucking worked to make it a global phenom that it is
Yeah,
now, man. They really worked hard with that. But the other thing that I saw today, which was funny, I saw like Daniel Jones, Indianapolis Colts preseason highlights, and I was just sitting there. I'm high as hell. I had already smoked a blunt, and I was like, bro, I think it's crazy that a franchise like the Indianapolis Colts had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, and now their fans have to sit through a quarterback competition of Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. Bro, imagine being a Colts fan having to sit through this all fucking preseason free agency. Like, damn, man, we're about to get a sick quarterback competition with those two.
And then you go from a dude like Anthony Richardson, who I hope is going to be great, going to tap himself out of a game, from
Yeah,
Andrew Luck, who did not want to ever come out of a game.
right, bro.
Like, had to literally quit playing
Even had
football.
some like gritty quarterbacks in the middle. Like you had
What?
Philip Rivers, you
Oh,
had you had Matt Ryan played there, right? As his last
yes,
year.
yes.
Yeah,
But
just some
all people that
gritty.
were, yeah, they
Yeah,
wanted
like
to play.
Joe Flacco, just
Mhm.
like some reputable
They
choices
wanted to
at the
play.
quarterback position.
Yeah.
And then now you're just stuck with this competition of Anthony Richardson, who will never get his head out of his ass, and then Daniel Jones, whose head is like permanently in his ass. So I was just thinking about that earlier. Like, god damn, man, I would
So
hate to be a Colts
So
fan,
let me
bro.
ask you a question. Can I ask both of you guys a GM question type of deal? Like, real quick, like just off of this. Like, so as that, right, with being a Colts fan, or say anyway, playing a GM, that kind of shit, right? Anthony Richard was selected what, like number 4 in the draft, right?
I
Tell
think he
me.
was the 4th quarterback taken, but he
Yeah,
was still early first round.
Yeah.
right. Yes. Listen, I think he was taking number 4. If I'm not mistaken. But here's the shit, right? Let me ask, like, with we
Oh, he
know,
was.
right?
Yeah,
With what we know
good
about
shit.
him, no problem. But what we know about him, do you wait for this guy to like totally blossom into something? Because without a doubt, he is a highlight waiting to happen. But what it is like the same thing that's with the majority of quarterbacks. They're just older than him. Is the consistency thing. But
Yeah.
with how high he was taken and the flashes that he had, do you know what I mean, actually wait around with him, or what? What do you do?
I think at this point you might as well see what you can get with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there should be any quarterback race between him and Jones. I think you fucking sit Jones on the fucking bench and let him sit there. Like, but I think you see what you can try to get out of him, get his fucking reps through, but like
Okay.
give it a year or two, maybe a little bit longer if he starts showing some bright spots. But I mean, like at this point, that's where you're at. I feel like you're the bed you were in. You made the decisions, so now you just got to fucking deal with it and just hope the best for him and do the best for him as well.
Okay. I like that. Okay. What about you, Tom?
I don't like giving up
It's
on players.
it's difficult because like I ran so many different scenarios through my head when you said that. It's just like, well, like what do you do, man? Like, like you're sitting here, like you just had Andrew Luck. He was supposed to be your franchise guy. He's probably entering his final years at this time right now. But instead you got Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. I think you just gotta look in the fucking mirror, and this is one of those times you just gotta fucking pack it up, or you have to completely commit to Anthony Richardson. It's one or the other. I mean, and completely committing to Anthony Richardson is tough because of all the injuries he's already had,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. But you have to build a team around him to give him the most success. Give him a nasty O line. Give him some weapons to throw to. Figure out the defense. But if not, they gotta tear this shit apart because, like, again, you're a franchise that has bred a lot of fantastic quarterbacks, but you're putting this in front of your fan base right now. That, like, if I'm the fan base, I'm like rioting this year to fire the GM,
The
fire
reception
fucking
isn't good.
somebody, because like you could have just not taken Anthony Richardson, who a lot of us were sitting here saying like, wow, that's a high fucking pick. They're really, because like he was projected second round at best, fourth round at worst, because I think he was coming into it injured, but then all of a sudden they take him fourth, and it's kind of like, all right, the talent, like Kem said, is there, but like you needed someone to genuinely turn this franchise around after burning through, aged quarterback after aged quarterback. But now you're kind of sitting here and having him compete with, Daniel Jones, who every dog has his day, I guess. Like he's going to have his day here and there. He's going to look better. But like a guy who's already struggling, I don't want to say struggling mentally because I don't know the guy, I don't know what he goes through, but from the examples that we had, from the injuries that he's had early on, from being benched to benching himself, now you want to put him in a competition with Daniel Jones. That's your guys' big, like, fuck yeah, this will light the fire under his ass. He's on the same level as Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and like
I
to your
don't
point too, if you're gonna commit to him, you need to
commit.
let him know you're committed to him.
Yeah.
Get his confidence up.
Like, we're gonna build a
But,
team
yeah,
around you. If you don't succeed, you're out. But we're fucking behind you right
right,
now, bro.
100%.
Like,
But then you putting him up against Daniel Jones in training camp and in practices,
who's gonna show out in training camp? That's all Daniel Jones has ever done.
right? It's like what do you guys look at me as? You have me going against Daniel fucking Jones.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Because if you want to use that Daniel Jones example, you go back to the Giants. They did the same thing. They took Daniel Jones really fucking high, but they were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna commit to this piece of garbage. He's our piece of garbage, and we're gonna make him look decent. And that's what they did. It's just they extended him for whatever fucking reason after that. But
A-ball made him look
yeah,
decent this season.
you know. But yeah, a cool opening segment there. Let's get into some headlines. The NFL top 100, they're starting to drop, slowly here. We're already up to, they revealed 60 of the players, or did they revealed up to 30 or up to 40?
39, 40.
Okay. Well, but Travis Kelsey's 37.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay.
oh, I think no, up to 35, up to
Okay,
35. Sorry.
35. I knew it was.
'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna do the final five probably like one at a time. But do you guys agree with the list that they have come out with so far? What are your guys' biggest observations from it? Well, what you guys got?
I got a couple things. Shout out Tua for cracking 100, gang. Motherfucker's at like 90, 95, 96, something like that. Shout out Tua. His head injury. Nah,
That's the last thing I expected to hear.
Dak at 79. Cowboys is your year. Fuck y'all. Fuck Dak.
Bro, a lot of them dropped. Like Micah Parsons, he dropped a lot.
Yeah, I don't
CeeDee
know what
Lamb
Dak
dropped a lot.
Shout out Christian Gonzalez, man. Put on for the Pats. You feel me? Put on for the Pats. And
He's good, man.
the only thing I didn't like off bat when I just skimmed through it, and I know his season last year was injury riddled, and given it was because he's fucking got the Madden cover curse, but Christian McCaffrey at 73 just seems low. It just seems low, but I get it. Injury and like bad injuries last year, fucking Achilles tendonitis, and like I think it's like MCL or PCL or some shit like that. Like, so I get it, big injuries, but 73 feels low because I think he's still a top 5 running back in the game.
Yeah, it's just the 49ers are all over the place, man. I think we're going to go into this year, and I don't wish injury on anybody, but they need a significant performance after performance after performance from Christian McCaffrey. So
yeah.
I don't Yeah, 49ers are all over
This
the
team
place.
is
So I
looking
somewhat get it.
year to throw
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, but I mean, for me,
Oh.
I was honestly shocked that fucking Travis Kelce's still 37th on the list.
Yeah.
He looked bad, bro. Like last year, and then especially in the playoffs, he looked like Patrick Mahomes was just throwing to a wall, bro. He was not moving and grooving in the slightest. So I'm shocked to see him because they're basically saying he's better than CJ Stroud, like Travis Kelce being better than CJ Stroud. So I don't.
But also remember, man, this is their peers. Like this is the dudes that they playing against voting this
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
Like
Yeah.
we giving an eye test, they're giving the actual physical
I have to
test. Now
line
I
up against
understand.
this motherfucker.
Yeah, like I can understand, like, cause listen, check it out. Because we're talking about like dudes who kind of shouldn't be and whatever, right? But Buda Baker went from like 89 to like 34 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
89 to what is it? 30.
Yeah, he jumped.
Yeah.
It's 34. It's 34.
Yeah,
He jumped
you understand
55.
what I'm saying? Like,
You make some good fucking points. I did not know it was voted on by the players. I should have fucking done my research. But yeah. Go off, King.
that's by their gang. So like, no, it's kind of crazy. No, I listen because I love what you said too. I love the CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud at like 38 or 9. Yeah, he's
39, yeah.
listen. He's higher than a lot of vets. You understand what I'm saying? Like his ascension is probably dope.
Christian McCaffrey.
But they have Joe Mixon over Matt
3 to
Stafford.
73.
Because Matt Stafford injury prone in the latter part of his career, I think is what's dropping him. Like
That
he's
is
gonna be. Listen, man, I think that at the end of the day, if we were ever to have like some of the GOAT conversation in quarterbacks, Matt Stafford is up there for me without a question.
Very
He's
consistent quarterback throughout his career.
throughout from Georgia. I'm talking about since Georgia. He's been
Bro, if
slinging
Matthew
that shit
Stafford
for.
gives me one more year where he like last year where I basically counted him the fuck out and he fucking went off all over again. If he does just one more year like that, the conversation.
Yeah, I'll argue for that guy, man. Like the angles and all that shit like that they talk about, like with Pat and a lot of the newer generation, is the same shit he was doing. Like you know what I mean? He's been a gunslinger for a minute. But anyway, George Kittle falling down. He wasn't that beat up last year. The rest of his team was beat up, right? But he wasn't that beat up. And for that boy to get that money, you know what I mean? He had a strong performance. So voted by his peers to drop 17 spots is kind of crazy. I think you're talking about that Madden thing too, maybe with him. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man,
they're basing it off
crazy.
of his Super Bowl performance.
Sorry about that.
That's all it is. Christian McCaffrey, he dropped 70 spots.
Yeah.
He was
I mean, I think a lot of what you're seeing is like the league doesn't fucking care about the 49ers and the Cowboys. No, like they're not scared of those dudes no more.
Dropping him 70 spots is ridiculous. Going to 3.
Well, I mean, Tyreek Hill went from 1st to 47.
Yes. And it's not just like
he's out here getting arrested every other week.
Yeah, and his limitations, like you understand what I'm saying? His limitations with his quarterback, like you know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes didn't need him, but Tyreek Hill definitely needs a quarterback. You understand what I'm saying?
You said limitations of quarterback.
Hey,
you know, no.
Hey, Matt gave a shout out to Tua.
No, I mean he made it. He made it.
Tua's in the top 100.
Yeah, he made it. No problems. He made it.
I mean, if Bill was on this podcast, he'd probably fucking be saying Tua is like a fucking top 5 quarterback. Still.
That's
crazy.
When I saw him,
guys are nuts.
Tua at
you guys are nuts.
75 or 74, I was lit.
So who do you guys think should be the top 5 then?
Let's come back on that.
Well, it's just like you got to think all positions. Who's like the most valuable players?
Well, I think for sure like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson would be there.
Arguably,
probably Josh Allen because he was that reigning MVP.
And that's why we would have to come back later because it can't just be quarterback.
Yeah, but I feel like they would vote Saquon in there, I believe, and then like maybe like Justin Jefferson probably if they, still fuck with that guy.
Maybe Miles. No, he'd be top 15 probably.
Yeah.
Miles Garrett in this or no? Am I bugging?
No, he's easily like top 20. Miles Garrett.
I think he'd probably be
without a question,
top 5 though.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had to predict the top 5, I think like Lamar Jackson first, Patrick Mahomes second, Josh Allen third, Saquon fourth, and Justin Jefferson fifth.
That's not bad. I can get behind.
Yeah.
Maybe throw Derrick Henry some love, but probably not since Saquon's in there.
Yeah, I wonder if like players also think that Derrick Henry might have a little decline, like everybody kind of feels, and that might bring him down to like out of the top 10 or some shit.
Yeah, maybe.
He's 31 years old. He didn't get overused. He has
He was
not
with
been
Bro.
overused.
whole career, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Ravens got a little formula. I fucking can't wait for the season. I don't know about like this whole training camp and everything has been fucking
Ravens are
exciting.
fucking stacked, man.
But if I'm a if I'm a fan of the Cowboys, though, I don't know, man. Just, fucking Jerry Jones has been in the media saying a lot of horse shit.
Denzel went
It's
off.
been a horse shit fucking summer for for them. What do you guys make of the current situation of the Dallas Cowboys? Still very
Hey,
talented.
man,
Still, got Pickens.
Jerry got no
Where we at?
tumors. Clap it up for Jerry.
Yeah.
Well, what the
Yeah.
fuck does that mean for Micah, man? What what are we doing? Sign this dude. What are we doing? I got no I'm so happy it's happening to the Cowboys of all teams just because fuck the Cowboys. But
Mhm.
like give this man his money. He deserves this money. And then
Mhm.
also, Jerry, hang it the fuck up, gang. Hang
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah,
If
he's
Denzel's
Yeah.
seen,
not first thing tweaking on you, hang it up.
Yeah.
bro. He's seen wars with a capital S at the end. He's seen cancer, fought cancer. He's seen his Cowboys be the most feared franchise in the league, and then the most laughed at franchise in the league. I don't know, bro. He's saying weird shit in the media. Like he was like, "Oh, I do most of my shit for attention because the NFL is a soap opera, and I got to keep eyes on the Cowboys." I'm like, all right, so you messing with Micah Parsons, who's a generational defender, who you easily could just make happy, and he'll just fucking tear it up.
He wants to be there
Um,
until the
yeah,
trade
Well, the
request.
truth, well, the truth is, fellas. To be honest, just to kind of hit on what both of y'all saying, a little bit more, just let on what Tom was just saying. What he was just doing was telling people his fucking business model. It doesn't matter to him whether his team wins a Super Bowl or not. That's
Doesn't
not.
matter if it
That's
happens.
not what he's never gotten to business for that.
and that's
Now,
not what he's there for. I
yeah,
mean,
he's
owners
not.
aren't there
Yeah, he's
for they're there for
yes. Like
money.
he
Yeah,
told people his business model and telling them why there's always going to be relevance with the Cowboys 365 days a year. You understand what I'm saying? Like that is why.
yeah.
Now, if you join the Cowboys, you have to understand that that is a part of what the organization
Better
is
not
about.
do anything bad
You understand what I'm
whatsoever.
saying? You got to understand that sometimes you're like a zoo animal. You understand what I'm saying? Like there are public tours where people pay to go through that motherfucker every day. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is working out and shit like that, sweating. You know what I mean? Gatorade orange coming out of their pores and shit like that. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers walking through. You know what I mean? Fist pumping.
Yo, those commercials were fucking
Yeah,
fantastic,
like
man.
come on, man. Like this shit is crazy what Jerry Jones is marketing. I got a couple of buddies that is fans that is, you know what I mean, kind of tripped out. Even when I try to talk to them with a little bit of like clear headedness.
Cowboys fans are aggressive this year.
Yeah, real shit, like with clear
They're
headedness, like
angry.
yes, like real talk. I'm like, yo, man, fucking y'all got George Pickens and CD. A 1 and 2 on the outside with, you know what I mean? Like Dak fully healthy. Like, come on, man. Offense, you know what I mean? People have to stop it. Like, you know, motherfuckers like, hey, man, yeah, I'm tired of the optimism. Like, it's crazy to see,
After
you know what I mean? Like,
25 fucking years, they're tired of the optimism.
yeah, people are tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
25
Like, it's
years of
crazy
its
as
our
shit, bro.
year.
It's crazy, man. But listen,
Fucking,
man, the most valuable franchise.
he's all about his fucking money. Money is
Mm-hmm.
money. No money is bad money. It's all good money.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
realistically, that's been his motto, bro. Because he bought
Mm-hmm.
that shit for 140 million. That shit is worth
Mm-hmm.
almost $13 billion.
Yes.
So
There's gonna be some trust
he
fund
don't give a
babies in that
fuck.
family.
He don't give a fuck if the players are happy. He
Yes.
don't give a fuck if he wins. He just wants to get that money. So
And then
Yeah.
he'll give that little emotional press conference once a year about I want to win.
You want to hear the craziest shit about it though? The craziest thing about it is that like they got a history of elite talent and drafting, like a history of it. You know what I mean? They also are willing to spend. Another part of what he explained in that shit, what Tom said in his business model is that like he's not a rush to pay, you know what I mean? Because on the back end, he making money anyway off of paying those dudes more, you know what I'm saying, at the, you know what I mean, at the deadline. He actually makes more money on the back end from that. Even though it might cost him something more in taxes, he makes more money off of it. It's all a gaff. It's all a damn scam. You understand what I'm saying? Not even a scam. It's legal business. You know what I mean? That the man has mastered. Now the bad part about that shit, you know what I mean, is you
player
get
morale.
Yes, man. Cultural fucking infractions. You got motherfuckers, man,
There's
that
no culture up in that locker room,
yeah,
man.
like you know what I mean? Like motherfuckers don't have no idea, you know what I mean, like what to do, even though all of their life they've been taught to win. And now they're told that it's a business. You know what I mean? Like, and they draft some of the best. And now we're getting to see Micah Parsons, you know what I mean, a generational talent who people have been lauding to the likes of Lawrence Taylor that we might see sit out a season, you know what I mean, because he has a good ass agent and he already get his own money through podcasting and sponsorships. You know what I mean? This is not the WNBA that we was talking about last segment. The young boy probably is a little bit hard and willing to sit down. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they better do something, man, because this shit
Yeah.
is getting, you know what I mean? Got Denzel
That's why
Washington,
sports
you know
is
what I mean?
beautiful, man.
Yes, all these different people
So
talking
many
about it.
fucking factors just going
Yes,
to
it's
yeah.
crazy. It's wild, man. It's wild. Sorry though.
It's wild.
Sorry though, man. That shit trips me out.
Speaking of franchises that are kind of going down the shitter, the Yankees and the Mets
Hey,
are fucking crumbling right now. They're crumbling bad. They are limping to the end. What is going on in New York? If you guys have been keeping up with it at all,
Ah,
all I've kept up with, or what I've heard, is just the Yankees went on such a fucking drought,
hmm.
and
the
like they
Mets are on one right now. They've had like the worst
like,
record
they're letting up
since.
Yes,
huge leads.
yes.
So they were up late in the fucking like eighth and ninth innings and just letting it go. Like I've heard some bad shit. Of course, I don't really fully following less this year than I did last year, but yeah, it's just I've been hearing bad shit, and when I hear bad shit about baseball, it's crazy because that means it's being told to me from everyone.
That's fucking
I
facts.
like that. I like that. And I'm gonna flip this and I'm gonna put this on you. Okay. I wanna, if you don't mind, Tom, I wanna ask you a couple of quick questions,
Okay,
right?
He's gonna ask me. I was
Um,
like, no.
nah,
I'm gonna flip this
real
on
quick.
Matt.
Nah, I wanna flip this real quick, right? Because this seems to be an ongoing thing. We live in New York. We are New York sports fans. Matt just said something very key. You
Who
know what
would
I
have
mean?
fucking thought that the Knicks were the ones with the fucking best shot to bring a championship back
it's
to New
it's it's
York?
kind of crazy when it's all
Weird.
our lineage has been through the Yankees. You understand what I'm saying and shit for so
Yeah.
long, right? But listen, there seems to be repeated midseason slumps. Let's start with the Yankees, right? Repeated midseason slumps, over dependence on power,
Okay. That's
pitching
fair.
declines, injuries, they always happen, and now like I would say cultural gaps because now they're trying to come into shit letting people wear facial hair and shit like this. What the
Yeah.
fuck do the Yankees need to do to fix some of these things?
It's bro, it's weird because like the part of me says like you have to kind of like fucking break this one down also all the way from the fucking bottom. Like same thing we said with the Colts.
Okay.
Like it's at the point where like, you know, are you trying to still be the Yankees of the past or are you trying to be this new version of Yankees that's trying to adjust with the times? Because I think they're stuck in the middle and I think that's the issue. They want to spend money in certain areas, but they don't want to spend money to complete the team and make it an actual dominant team that everyone believes is the number one team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, they want to, you know, have players wear beards and, you know, try to catch up with all this stuff. Let Jazz Chisholm wear all of his chains and all that. But at the end of the day, their media is still one of the worst fucking medias ever. And like the New York Yankee media, you thought anything else was bad, just tune into that for a
Mm-hmm.
week and your brain will be
Mm-hmm.
fucking damaged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they again like the Yankees of old, they would make all the perfect moves, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to get the Yankees where
Woo!
they need to be. Now they're fucking pussyfooting around and just like trying to like somewhat figure it out here and like somewhat figure it out there, but they're not going all the way. You know, it's the fans, it's an interesting position because all they're going to do is brag about their 27 championships, but they haven't won one since 2009 because nothing has been right.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, if you were a bad coach on the team like Aaron Boone is, like he's getting run out of New York, but he's been just sitting there for, I think we're on year 8 of this
Yeah.
shit already with nothing but a World Series appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they kind of ate their competition alive last year.
Mm-hmm.
You got Aaron Judge, who's the captain of the Yankees, who keeps having these, you know, supreme regular seasons, but the way you've built your team, you need him to be able to be absolutely ice cold in the playoffs. How the Yankees teams of the past were, it didn't matter about that one player. You had 1 through 9, you had guys to get the job done. Like for example, like Alex Rodriguez, you know, when he came in, he was a notable playoff struggling player. And they had a team around him where it didn't fucking matter. I mean, he still ended up going fucking bananas in 2009. But in the past he wasn't, but they always, had a team to still, make you believe that they were the best team in the league.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. It's not pretty. I'll always say it's not your grandfather's Yankees anymore. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but this new version of the Yankees, it stinks. They have talent, but it stinks. Like, prime example, right? And Matt, I'll explain this to you. Imagine you had like a young and up and coming player that you've been advertising for a couple years. The Yankees have Jason Dominguez, right? So Aaron Judge has blown out his elbow and he's forced to play the designated hitter position because they don't want him out in the field, right? But Giancarlo Stanton is supposed to be the fucking DH of the team because he can't move. His speed rating in the game is like 1. It's like on a scale of 99, it's 1, bro. And they're putting him in the outfield and they're benching Jason Dominguez, their young guy that's supposed to be the star in the future. That's how fucked up everything is going. Like, if I had to make a NBA example out of that, that'd be like fucking you're benching Cooper Flag because he's supposed to
PJ
keep
Washington
saying,
get the fucking minutes.
yeah, like it's fucking insane.
It's funny because while you guys were talking just now, I made my own NBA comparison when you were saying Aaron Judge is doing all this in the regular season, but he goes ice cold in the fucking off in the playoffs, and you don't got a team around him to do anything. It was like 2019 James Harden and the Rockets, man.
Yeah,
He's putting up fucking 37 points a game in the regular season, but then fucking
team around him
Yeah.
doing okay in the playoffs, but like,
That's
it's tough because they're never gonna take that hump unless Aaron Judge goes off. But that should not. It's baseball. It's a fucking team sport. That should not be the case. Like, you need a full team of players doing it. But yeah. All right. So boom, Matt, you have a game that you want to play. Keep 3, cut 5. Take us through it. What are you looking to do here?
All right, so I want you two to do this together. You guys have to agree together.
Okay.
Keep 3 players, cut 5, 21st century QB edition. Predominant of their career had to have been played in the 21st century.
Okay.
So you can only keep 3. The other 5 you have to cut.
Okay.
Number 1, I'm going Carson Palmer. Keeping or cutting?
But we got to keep 3 though, so we gotta hear the list, right?
5. No.
Wait.
It's blind, right?
Oh, that's the game. Oh, so we could be cutting some fucking goats in the end.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck do you think this is?
Damn. Okay. Fuck.
Keep 3, cut 5.
Carson Palmer. You guys have to agree whether to keep or cut him.
Damn, man. Because I love me some Carson Palmer, man. But I don't. I really feel like there will be 3 better names than Carson Palmer.
I love both versions of Carson Palmer too.
Yes.
I'm not
Carson
even going
Palmer was a dog, dude.
but listen.
Like, if we get to him and it's like we doing different or not, that's gonna be a fucking tough convo.
That boy would take a Vicodin and go in the game. I love me. Listen, man, he's a dog.
But no, I mean, I'll probably be with cutting Palmer because I imagine there's some better.
Do you
options.
agree, Kim?
Man, listen, man. You Tom introduced me to you, right? Tom's been cool with you longer, and Tom agrees faster. So I'm going to disagree.
Oh fuck! But we got to come to a decision.
Got to come to a consensus. One of you got to fold.
All right, I'll fold.
Fuck.
I'll fold.
Okay.
I'll fold on the first one. All right, I'll fold on the first one. Let's cut.
Next, I got Donovan McNabb.
Oh, keep.
No, hold on.
Yeah, my bad. Consensus. He did just fold to you, so.
Because he's an Eagles great, but he didn't win.
Yeah, okay. He went to the championship game a few times. I watched him. Listen, I told y'all I spent a lot of my years in Pennsylvania. All right, so I'm telling you, if you ever wanted to do a deep dive on the Eagles, I'm there. All right, and the QB before him. Okay, he did a lot of slinging. Man, they had a great running back that actually covered up a lot of things for him initially too. You know what I mean? Listen, man, they had a
Randall Cunningham. Man.
Yes, come on. What are we gonna do here?
This ain't just the 2000s. You only can keep
so Cam, like you really think Donovan McNabb was a dog, like in an all-time sense, like
2000s
Like there won't be 3 better names than Donovan McNabb.
We just threw away Carson
Threw away
Palmer.
Carson Palmer. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We just threw away Carson Palmer, and he just threw Donovan up here. Can I ask you a question? If it was out of these two, and we knew it was these two, which one are you going to keep?
I mean, Donovan McNabb was a little more consistent than Carson Palmer. I would keep McNabb over Palmer, but
and we only got to keep 3.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Matt has 6 more names.
All right, man. Fuck it, man. Get rid of him, Tom. I'm
What?
telling you, you're going to owe me.
All right.
You're going to owe me. Okay.
All right.
I got you, Tim. Don't worry.
I feel like this would be an easy one for you guys. Drew Brees.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I said he wasn't different, but like
he's still shook.
He's like a top 10 quarterback of all time. He's at the bottom there, so I mean, I don't think it would be bad if we kept him. You know,
I don't think so either, brother.
So we're gonna keep Drew Brees. Yeah, we'll keep Drew Brees.
He is a top 10. He is a top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think because like I said, like I can sit here and I'll be genuinely pissed if there's 3 quarterbacks better than McNabb. I don't think I'll be as pissed if
Look
there's
at
3
Matt's face.
No, because yeah, if there's 3 quarterbacks better than Brees, they're all within top 10. So you
absolutely.
All right.
Like right then, I would have been pissed. Like if we kept McNabb and we got Drew Brees, I would have just been heated.
Cam, you ain't reading shit, gang. You can't.
All right, okay, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
All right, number 4, I got Phillip Rivers.
What?
Cut.
I love Phillip, but like I don't know. I don't think he's
all right. 5.
Anything.
Lamar Jackson.
Without a doubt. Stop playing.
Yeah, there we go. There. That's good. See? Keep that guy. We love Lamar Jackson on this side, man.
All right.
So we got 3 more. 3 more.
3 names left. You have.
We got to keep one of these, Cam. One
and 2 cuts left.
Matt's evil.
You got Matt Stafford.
Son, why are you doing this?
You sick son of a bitch.
Yes, son. Why are you doing this?
We're already talking him up.
Yes.
Damn it, because I feel like in an all-time list, I feel like I would put Matt Stafford over fucking Drew Brees.
Yes, I am too.
But what other names is Matt not to pull out?
I am putting him over Drew Brees.
Yeah, like Matt Stafford. Yeah, all-time. I'll take Matt Stafford any day of the fucking week over Drew Brees.
Okay. Here's the question.
I should have been a fucking hater and said no to Drew Brees. I should have kept my fucking hating stature.
It's okay. It's all right.
So you keeping
so we got Lamar
what you
Jackson.
Do? You want to cut Matt Stafford just to see what these other 2 names are, or we?
I mean, we're gonna have to because I think we're gonna have to.
Fuck. We're cutting.
Yeah. We got 2 more left.
There has to be one good name, or Matt's just the fucking worst troll.
Number 7, you got Jay Cutler.
Get that nigga the fuck out of here, man.
Right. I'm assuming that means cut.
Yeah, who was the last person? We didn't even answer. We just laughed.
I'm so happy you guys cut Matt Stafford.
Okay.
Because I got Matt Hasselbeck.
Oh my fucking god, bro. See,
so
work.
You are in the keep 3, cut 5, 21st century QB edition. My boys Thomas and Kem decided to cut the great Carson Palmer. They decided to cut Eagles legend Donovan McNabb. They kept a top 10 QB in Drew Brees. They cut Phillip Rivers, which is a tough one, but understandable. They kept the current boy Lamar Jackson. Understandable. And then he already got talked up a ton on this show. They threw Matt Stafford to the fucking trash bin.
Sorry, Matt.
They cut Jay Cutler and they kept the legend.
The legend, Matt. Like I'm cool. Like I'm cool on Matt Hasselbeck. He's not the answer here, but like I'm cool for the lore of the NFL. Matt Hasselbeck was a cool quarterback.
You didn't do the best, but
no, we did not. I actually listen. So I'm gonna go to the people, to all the listeners, the followers, subscribers, all of you people. Make sure that y'all roast my boy for making me throw my guy out. You know what I mean? Please make sure y'all
roast Kem for throwing his boy out.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, roast me. Yeah, he right. Because I should have stood tall on this one, man.
On Donovan McNabb?
At least Matt Stafford. Stafford.
Oh, I mean, because I thought Matt wouldn't have 2 bullshit quarterbacks at the end. God damn.
Yeah, he got us.
All right, no, we're definitely running this back next
Brady
episode.
was gonna show up.
He got
We're
us.
running this back next episode.
I
Fuck
knew
it.
somebody like that wasn't going to show up because of you. Now I'm kind of
Kem was trying to read it, man. Kem was
yeah.
trying to read it.
And he slid him in at the end too, didn't he, bro? He got us.
Back to some basketball conversation. What is the one NBA game you are looking forward to most next season?
So I'm between two currently.
Okay.
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 I have one in opening week, Spurs and Mavs. Those are two. I just want to see Wemby versus Coop, man. Wemby versus
Yeah.
Cooper Flag. I feel like that should
Flag versus Harper.
be here.
Like,
Then you
yeah.
have AD, De'Aaron Fox, all these other pieces. Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, the newest addition, rookie number 2 pick, number 1 pick, going head to head. And then the other game I have is Christmas game, Rockets versus Lakers, just because we're getting down to the end of their careers, man. Any LeBron and KD game that I can get that's meaningful, I'm gonna cherish it, just because we're not gonna have too many more, and they're two of the greatest players of this generation. So I just cherish that shit. But those are my two.
Okay.
All right.
I like that. Mine, literally, fellas, are the Lakers versus the Mavs. All right. Early season,
Understandably.
late season. Yeah, early season, late season. I want to see early season. Obviously, Luka. You know what I mean. Off of the off season with the addition of LeBron. Then I want to see us again with Dallas, hopefully fully healthy when Kyrie comes back. You understand what I'm saying? Against us. Those are my two games that I am totally looking forward to see how Luka actually performs beginning season, okay, and late season. All right, when Kyrie comes back. I mean, come on, man, it's still not over. You know what I mean? The wound is still fresh. You know what I mean? He's doing everything that they had the world believe that he couldn't do for a new organization, signed the money with us 4 to 3 years with the leverage to still do whatever he wants to do after the third year if he wants to. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm looking forward to that this year, man. Plus Kyrie coming off of the Achilles. You understand what I'm saying? The wizard with the basketball.
PCL.
Yeah, I mean PCL, excuse me, yeah. I can't wait to see these. Okay. Of course, all of the other there's tons of games that I can't wait to see, but those two are which I'm primed for because that's
Hell yeah.
how our season starts, and then hopefully how our rest of our tenure with Luca will be. You know what I mean? Against those.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's NBA Finals Game 1, Knicks Thunder, in the Garden, man. It's the one game. No, I mean,
Oh shit!
There, bud.
if I had one
Oh
though,
shit!
I mean, I have some like kind of like just matchups that I want to see, like the Pistons and the Cavaliers, their first game. It'll be nice to see, where they're both kind of at going into that game. I mean, the answer that I had was the Lakers and Mavericks, fully healthy whenever that comes down, because there's going to be a lot of drama. But I kind of want to see did you say Rockets and Spurs?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I said Rockets and Lakers, and then Magic,
Oh,
Mavs,
okay.
and Spurs.
Yeah, so I mean, Rockets versus Spurs, I feel like is going to be a fun one too. Two deep young teams. Kevin Durant, on the top of that. It'll be fun to see how that goes. KD versus Wemby, seeing Wemby try to guard KD if that's what he's going to do that game. But yeah, I mean those are my games. It's going to be a fun
Really good
season though.
teams. Texas got some good ass teams right now.
Oh, the Texas is stacked, man. Imagine the
Like
people in
usually,
Texas,
at least
they watching
teams
hoops.
are bad always, but right now they're stacked right now.
Yeah,
Bro, Texas got their guns and they got their hoops, bro. They're fucking ready to go.
John Ranch
They
from Texas, huh?
Yeah, they just sadly still got the Cowboys and the Texas Rangers and shit.
Oh
But
no, I'm just talking about basketball. Fuck that.
all right, what was your guys' best offseason NBA deal? Now, I mean, I think it's pretty much over. We still got Russell Westbrook to sign, and maybe a couple other people will end up signing. Maybe
Thomas
a
hasn't
random
signed. Minka
trade.
hasn't signed, but those,
Yeah.
yeah. But I would say so. I have more or less like the team that I think had the best overall signings or trades or just deals in general, and because like it's between two, the Houston Rockets or the Clippers. They each super powered up their teams. They each went crazy. Obviously, Houston Rockets re-signing Adams, Holiday, Green, Jeff Green, Jabari Smith Jr., Jason Tate, Fred VanVleet, bringing in Clint Capella, Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh Okogie, getting Kevin Durant. They they said, all right, we're gonna
They did their
a little
thing.
bit to get KD, upgraded Jalen Green with KD as far as primary score, and then they filled out that roster. They got a second string center, third string center, fourth string center. The only thing I didn't like that they did was get rid of Cam Whitmore for a few seconds, and it's just like I feel like Cam Whitmore could have been a really good player, but also it's like where is he going to fit in that team? He's not going to get the
Right.
usage he wants, so I get it. But then on the flip side, Clippers brought back Batum and Harden, brought in uh, Beal, Collins, Brooke Lopez, Chris Paul. They
All old dudes.
up their
All old
team.
dudes.
A lot
Yeah.
of old people.
The unction.
Yeah, a lot of old guys, but they filled that roster the hell up, and
Mhm.
so I went more like team basis who had the best offseason for teams.
No problem. No problem, man. I kind of like that. I actually, because I do like the unction. You know what I mean? I do believe in a collection of players that know how to play basketball actually will, raise their level of basketball gaming
That's
in
a good
big
point.
moments.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? With that sort of team, I don't have any problem with what you said about Houston, except I don't believe that we'll see too much of Adams or Jeff Green. I think that those are morale and locker room guys. I think
Yeah.
that we need to get the best out of Sengun. There are bodies there for that. But what I'm gonna lean into is something that I said a little bit earlier in one of our earlier episodes, man. I'm going back to Orlando. You understand what I'm saying? Orlando made a whole nother move here, okay, guys, when they signed Tyus Jones. I know you guys know, because this is one of our biggest things that we like to talk about is basketball. Orlando was dead last in assists last year, okay?
Mhm.
So now they got a steady, you know what I mean, what we like to say, somebody to steer the drink for them. You know what I mean? He can potentially unlock, you know what I mean, Desmond, you know what I mean, Paolo, and y'all boy Franz. You know what I mean? Literally, Tyus is coming off a 10 point, 5 assists year. And
Yeah.
his assist to turnover ratio is 5 assists. He averaged 5 assists.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
I always
Five.
thought
You know
Tyus
what I mean?
Jones would
Like,
be a clutch addition for the last 3 years
yes.
for
He
like
was,
anybody.
he was one of
Listen.
the best. He was one of the biggest reasons
Yes.
why back-to-back years the Grizzlies were 2 seeds because he was the
Yes.
backup point guard.
Mm-hmm.
He was
So,
cooked when Ja Morant was.
yes, man.
He just protects the ball and gets to where it needs to go.
One thing I will
Absolutely,
say
man.
is though, like the
Yes.
reason why they've been dead last in assists is because they have Jalen Suggs at their point guard, but he's
Mm-hmm.
not a passive guy in that sense. And then you have
Yeah.
Anthony Black, who is passive,
Mm-hmm.
not getting much scratch out there, and so you're not
Desmond
really
Bane's gonna
getting
get a lot of
consistent.
assists in there. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
just like now you bring in Tyus Jones. Does Anthony Black not get any movement out there? So it's iffy to me, but I do love the addition of Tyus Jones because he does fit one of the needs that they do need.
Yeah, that is their biggest need is to struggle to generate offense in the half
Yeah.
court, or you know what I mean, in the
A
set.
lot of
Because
one-on-one.
you just talked about Anthony Black, and these guys get these points off of one on. You just said it. You understand what I'm saying? They need somebody to stare the drink, and I don't believe that there's a more consistent, or he's second in it amongst NBA guards in assist to turnover ratio.
Yeah.
You understand? Y'all highlighted what he did in Memphis. This is off of his year in Phoenix with playing with KD in them. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he's played with the elite and knows what it looks like and what he needs to do in the situation. So I think that with this particular team, that it's something that could help them with their playoffs. You know what I mean? And as what they need to do when it comes to that elite play, where sometimes has been escaping them, and with them being young. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
that they struggle to play, like, to generate points. They're going to commit to defense. They got a great coach that is going to, you know what I mean, his attention to detail and stuff like that in those areas with those young boys. They got them on task. I love it. And they thoroughbreds. They got enough, you know what I mean, gas. In
Yeah.
the addition to Bane, he's the defensive guy. He's also going to play D. So at the end
He
of the
does it
day,
all.
yes, man, I'm kind of big
middle
on
of
what they
that
did. It looks minor on paper, you know what I mean, in the comparison to the other teams, you know what I mean, and things like that.
But it was strictly need. Those were moves of
yes,
need, and they did.
yes,
So
yes, without a question,
like
without a
that.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I was gonna go with the homer pick of the
Okay.
Orlando Magic getting Desmond Bain because, again, like I said, I love that the Magic have identified that they need to go for it, and they didn't fall for one of these lousy stars. With the big contracts, they went for a fucking basketball dude in Desmond Bain. But I think I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets getting Cam Johnson. Listen, man, I
I
know
love that.
it
It's my
feels
boy.
like a lateral move getting rid of Michael Porter Jr. and getting Cam Johnson, but listen. The moment that Michael Porter Jr. was traded from the Denver Nuggets to Brooklyn and an organization that doesn't give a shit about anything, you see now Michael Porter Jr. is in the media and you see he's an absolute fucking jackass. And also he has a lot of fucking shit going on in his life too. We can't forget about
Family.
that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that because what the Nuggets went into, after firing Malone, they went into the offseason and they kind of wanted to just move things around, less distractions,
Mhm.
more basketball. And I like it. Again, getting Cam Johnson, who was a basketball dude, he's going to be better on the fucking defensive end than Michael Porter Jr. And honestly, I believe in Cam Johnson's shot more
Yes.
than Michael Porter Jr.'s. Honestly, it's, if anything, it's been consistent. Maybe he's not out there, shooting like, making like 7 threes a night, 6 threes a night, like Michael Porter Jr. can do every
other
once in a
things
while.
Michael Porter can't. Like,
Yeah, but it's consistency. You know what I mean? And I like that move because you look at Jokic. Jokic got better last year. Some way, some fucking how, Jokic
every
got
year.
better last year. So I love Cam Johnson as like a confident guy next to Jokic. I think they have a decent bench, a bunch of guys that I think can play different roles and get the job done.
Mhm.
Honestly, if I was to, you put a gun to my head, I feel like if there was a team to dethrone the Thunder, I would go with the Nuggets right now just
They both
because
jumped
of
that team all around, not just
yeah,
with Cam Johnson, but also the thing is too, Cam Johnson's contract is $20 million less. Like
yeah.
that, as far as just a restriction against what they're able to do, is just a load off their back. It was able to have them bring in other guys this offseason. So yeah, I think that was a great move for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now they got a backup center in JV if he decides to play for the Nuggets. They got Bruce Brown. They get Tim Hardaway Jr. Just a bunch of guys that can play that role that they were missing desperately last year. Like their
Brown was
depth
on their
was,
team for the championship. He was a
yeah.
pivotal part of that championship team.
And it's not like he's asked now. He's still got
He
it.
just
He was just
wasn't
playing for
getting
some
much
ass
track
team.
anywhere else because he was getting paid $20 million because Indiana wanted to pay him $20 million fucking dollars after that championship, and people
Yeah.
were just like, no, you're just going to be on our
Yeah.
bench as cap filler."
So yeah, and then like I said, like Michael Porter Jr. has been an absolute jackass in the fucking media.
Yeah,
So I'm
he's
like,
out here talking like, well, as an NBA player, if I have a few boys that are making bets and I want them to get their bag, I'll tell them to go on my under one of these games. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? Your brother just got smoked for this, and now you're openly out in the fucking media talking about you would do it too? Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
yeah, after the Beasley fallout and all that shit, there's some very unwise words. But yeah, I mean, does anybody else have anything to add to
No.
that?
Nah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna pick 3 teams from the past. I randomized them before the episode. These teams are random. Maybe they're not all different. I don't know. We gotta set some
You're
kind
giving
of
us like
standard.
specific years of teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't, in my eyes, if we're gonna hold these teams to a higher standard, I don't think any of them are different. They're fucking random.
Are
But
any
we'll
of
see.
these
We'll
like
see what you guys think.
championship teams or anything, or they're just random teams
No,
in general? Oh,
random. I
okay,
Chat GBT
okay,
went crazy.
okay, okay.
Chat GBT went crazy. All right. So the first team, the 2004 and 2005 Memphis Grizzlies. Now, if you need a little,
Pau
refresher
Gasol.
as to
Pau
yes,
Gasol.
Pau, White Chocolate, Shane Battier, Posey, Mike Miller,
Miller.
Bonzi, Stromile Swift.
Hell
It
yeah.
was a cool little team they put together.
Hell yeah.
I think they lost in the first round, but it was a cool
It
team.
was a fun team. They're not built different, but I
No.
love that team. As a
Yeah.
young
Yeah.
kid watching basketball, it was the Lakers, and then it was them because of White Chocolate and Pau Gasol. And Mike Miller. I
I,
love the white boys going stupid in Memphis. I loved that shit. The white
I
boys.
want to. I feel like I want to loosen the standards a little bit on the different thing as regards to teams. Like, was it a team you absolutely love to watch? I
I
think we
love
should do that.
For
watching,
the
but not
50
so
and 32 season that they had that season, and you just highlighted
Yeah.
the other thing that they lost in the first round. They had a hell of a record. 50 and 32 is nothing
Yeah.
to sneeze at that time of the NBA. But if we're gonna do different,
No, they're not different,
there
bro.
you
What
go.
are we talking about?
Okay. All right.
Would
I
you,
would have said yes just for the fucking vibes.
bro?
It's the
We
vibe,
have
bro.
to have standards up here, though.
Yeah, for the players, yeah.
For the
No, in
squad
All
general,
right.
too.
bud.
Yeah, for the squad
Brand
too,
on,
bro.
like,
Nah, cut that shit out, man.
I don't know. I'm voting yes. You guys are voting no?
yeah,
No.
no.
Okay. All right.
And I
So
love
it's gonna be no.
the movie, but
It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
were
no for
good.
these other ones, but like it's good to reminisce. It's good to reminisce.
They
hell
were
yeah.
great.
The 2017 to 2018 Washington Wizards. This was John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre,
Mhm.
Markieff Morris,
Mhm.
Marcin Gortat. I think this
Mhm.
was the year after they went on their
Mhm.
little run where maybe we thought they could do something.
Standing on the tangent, going
Mhm.
crazy. There's a
Mhm.
tangent.
Yeah, this was when they said that they were the top backcourt in the fucking East.
No.
And
They were competing,
Yeah.
but they weren't. They weren't.
Yeah. No.
like when ChatGPT spit out this team, it was mad fucking hilarious. I'm gonna say,
No, they're not built different. But all I'm saying is John Wall's injury ruined him from being a top 20 point guard of all time.
Mhm. Yes, it did.
Yeah. Top 20. Yes.
I don't know how he would have evolved in today's NBA though. That's my only issue.
John Wall was. I mean, he's been De'Aaron Fox before De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
He was
please stop.
right-handed. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
De'Aaron
Like, what are you
Fox is a
talking
better
about?
shooter.
He
How
wasn't.
did? What do you mean? He
He
developed
wasn't
into
John
that.
Wall?
Like,
Came into the league.
but John Wall
He
was
was
hurt.
terrible when he came into the
Yes.
league.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but I'm talking
digress.
about like right now. Like I'm not talking
I
about
don't
John
think
Wall's
John
like
Wall would have fucking been able to at least. He was averaging like 31 from the fucking three. I'm pretty sure off the
30.
top of my head.
I mean by before he got injured, he was down to 30.
All
Okay.
right, like
That would
Okay.
have just gotten worse.
Okay.
would it have? He was
Maybe.
also one of the best defensive point guards in the league, one of the
Yeah.
best
I
passing
don't
point
know,
guards in the
bro.
league. He had a great assist turnover ratio.
Yo, bro.
He was like, yeah, no. He could
Can't
take
even
it from
run
lane.
them
He
all
was
down.
super
Yeah,
athletic.
like, come on,
Please
bro.
stop.
Yes, please.
Please stop.
I mean,
no,
he
they're
had a
not
good year. So this season in specific, he was 19-10,
Yeah.
with a 42% field goal and a 37% three, which is career high.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking? Yeah, it was
I
only
mean,
off of like 2 or 3 attempts probably, but still, what are we talking about?
wait, well, what are you arguing still?
Like, he wouldn't have been able to fucking transfer his game in today's era.
Yeah, I don't
you're
know.
tripping, bro. You're tripping, bro.
It'd be interesting. That's all I gotta say.
Sure,
I mean,
but either
you know.
way, we all agree the team's not built different.
No.
Oh yeah. No, fuck those guys.
Okay. All right, bet. As long as that's off the
All
table.
right. So the last one, we love this team. Well, maybe we do,
Let's see.
but it's the 2013 to 2014 Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
So this is when Kevin Love was going absolute bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Young Ricky Rubio,
Mhm.
prime, maybe not prime, but he was up there. Kevin Martin,
Mm-hmm.
Pekovic, Corey Brewer,
Oh,
JJ
just watch the
Barea.
video about Nikola Pekovic, bro. That dude had 5 seasons of just, and then left the league.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
Derek Williams and Ronnie Turioff. Come on,
Oh,
give it
yeah,
up for
shout out
Ronnie
Ronnie
Turioff.
Turioff.
Yo,
Kobe loved
give
that.
the crowd for Ronnie Turioff. Hit the button.
My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do at first. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Kobe loved Ronnie Turioff. I love Ronnie.
I love Minnesota Timberwolves Kevin Love, man. That's one of my favorite players of
One
all
of my favorite
time.
players of all time. Like, if we're talking about specific versions of players, that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite versions of a player of all time. I
Yeah,
love.
because this was his last year in Minnesota where he averaged
Love?
26 and
Oh.
13,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fat Kevin Love was a demon,
38% from three. God
But-
damn.
not built different. Ricky
Yeah,
Rubio was
no.
averaging like 37% from the field.
Next time I do the randomization, I gotta make sure that there's like at least teams we could fucking debate on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one we had a debate, I guess. You for some reason.
I wanted to make it interesting, you know.
Okay.
All right, so who are your guys' top 5 NFL running backs going into the season? Another little switch up back to football, and then we're out of here. We only got a couple more topics, boys.
Okay.
You want to go first? I've been going first on a couple of these.
Yeah.
I'll go. I don't think have I gone first yet?
Go.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So top 5 running backs going into the season. I feel like it's interesting because I feel like the top 3, maybe 4 might be the same for all of us, but it depends on your order. But number 1, and I hate to go against my own guy, but I think the number 1 running back coming into this season, I think he was the best running back throughout last year. But I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is fucking electric. I think he's iconic. He both runs and catches the ball. I think going into this season specifically, with him not having to share reps this year or share as many reps this year, I think he's going to have the best running back season. But number 2, I got my boy.
Reps, but
I got Saquon. I got my boy. I don't think he's going to take a step back. He still has the full O-line, the full power of the Eagles offense. I still think things are going to, run smoothly with him. Number 3, I got Bijan Robinson, probably a lot of fucking people's number 1. He's a dog. He's in the trenches every day for Atlanta. I think it's going to be it's going to be better than what people think it is with Penix and him. Number 4, I got Derrick Henry. I'm expecting a slight, not the biggest drop off. I'm expecting a slight drop back of his production this year. I think we're going to start to see him decline. So I put him at 4, but I could be shocked because I thought that was going to happen last year as well. So we'll see. And then number 5, which I think is going to be the most interesting thing for everybody on this list, I got Ashton GNT at number 5. I believe in his game. I think he looks good. I think he's great.
Played a second NFL ball, brother.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like regular.
Well, this is top 5 running backs going into the season,
This
and I
is not
believe
fantasy.
GNT is going to be
played a second.
Yeah, this is in fantasy football.
Ball, brother.
That's fine, brother. I got him 5th.
Yeah,
I mean, and I loved him going to the draft. I talked about him a lot. I talked about how I wanted the Patriots to get him if they could, if they were going to go offense. But no, brother.
Come on, son.
He hasn't played a second of ball yet, and I love the dude. But all right, Kev, you can go.
Yeah, it's no problem, man. That was wild and weird, but I love you, bro, because it's like Matt said. You know what I mean? He hasn't played.
I'm different, brother.
What I love it though. Listen, I don't have too much of a problem with your list. There's a couple of shakeups that I'm going to flip around. I don't have Jameer number 1. With your boy leading the league in rushing last year. You know what I mean? We're rushing over 2,000 yards. It got to be Saquon number 1, Jameer number 2. All right, number 3, I agree with you with Bijan. Again, this is not fantasy. I don't know how people have him number 1. Maybe because he's the switchblade. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All the fantasy apps, he is number 1.
Yes, he's always number 1. Like in the past 2, 3, he's gonna be Like stop playing. So 3, yes, I do have.
They're
him
like
there.
For some reason, like Atlanta, like they're expecting Atlanta to be like Bijan or bust when like they have
without
a fine
question
quarterback.
Yes,
that's gonna be throwing the fucking ball.
Exactly, and he does everything. And you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, he's definitely the mood stabilizer of the offense, without a question. Number 4, I have number 4. No, not at all. I got number 4. I had Saquon. Oh, Derrick Henry is number 4 for me, without a question. Until there's a decline, there isn't a decline. He's only 31 years old, like I said earlier.
That's why I had to keep him at least top 5
he has to get
on the
there.
list,
And number 5 for me, man, without a question, is Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? Green Bay.
Smooth choice.
You know, without a question. You know what I mean? Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara. Those guys are on the outside looking in for me.
Okay. All right. So number 1, again, I agree wholeheartedly with you, Kim. He did too much last year for me not to fucking put him number 1. But this is banking on Madden not having a fucking curse over him. On this, I put 2K cover curse. Yeah. Madden cover curse. So I got Saquon 1. Me, so this is the difference for me. I see why you guys put him 4, but for me, I think his numbers are going to be a drop-off, but not due to him dropping off, due to him not needing to carry a team offensively like he had on his previous team. Yeah. Having Lamar Jackson there and the weapons that he can create, and also fucking just Derrick Henry having a lot more of a receiver role along with being a running back, like, I feel like his numbers will just look different, but they're not going to be a drop-off as far as his quality of play. So I still have him number 2. I just love him as a player, but it's also like he is 31 though, so there could be effect in that. But then 3, I do got Jahmyr Gibbs. If you just base those last 3 games of last year, once David Montgomery got injured, this motherfucker looked nutty. He looked crazy. He looked stupid. But no, I think he's going to be a dog as long as they just fully focus on him getting those reps in and getting that run. 4, I got Bijan Robinson. Everything you guys said, he's one of those guys that is for the next few years is going to be a monster. And but last year, both of those dudes were sophomores. Them doing that shit in their sophomore year, fucking phenomenal. Now 5, I said it earlier. Injuries aside, I still think this guy is a top 5 running back in the league. So I was thinking either Josh Jacobs or him, but I was just like Christian McCaffrey I got here. Injuries aside, I think he's still a top 5 running back in the league.
Fair.
If he gets another injury or 2 this year, though, it's like, all right, it's just like that's just going to be him the rest of his career. So he's.
I mean, we gotta remember though that's been him his whole career. I mean, he delivered a phenomenal run with the 49ers the first year he was there. But this is who Christian McCaffrey is.
This is the time I want. This is the time I want. Don't walk the line, man. Give it up straight, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
and then that's why I gave it to you straight with Ashton GNT. I think he's a generational fucking athlete.
I agree, but if I'm not walking the line,
if I'm not walking the line, I have Jacobs in there too. If I'm not,
all right.
Okay. But
No, I
No,
can't. No, I just have something with that Genty take because I
Oh,
love what he said about Christian McCaffrey. I love what he just said. That has
Yeah.
been him. That's what we
That's just
can't
who he
rely on.
is. I
He's gonna
mean,
get
like
nicked up. You know
he
what I
was
mean?
injured the whole time in Carolina. It felt
Yes,
like,
he's gonna get nicked
but
up.
we knew the talent was there. He
Yes,
had some insane games in
yes,
Carolina.
Yeah.
yes.
But he put it all together and had one fucking perfectly fine season for the 49ers. And cheers to him, man.
We
I
gotta
got his
hope
rookie
that
card, so I'll
Genty.
take another generational year.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
fire.
nice. That's gonna be worth something. But
All
Genty.
right, so I'm trying to move on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a wicked take, brother.
Hey, it might be a hot take or it might be a good take.
Nah,
Let's
it
fucking see.
could age well. Don't
Yep.
get it.
I mean, I like what they got going on right now in Vegas. I think their heads seem on straight this year for some reason. Like, you get Geno, you get Pete Carroll in there, like things. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's for the first time Oakland just seems all right. Like
Okay.
they're like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not
Okay.
saying they're gonna make the playoffs or anything,
Mhm.
but I don't know. This things feel
They're
cool
gonna be
there.
fun. They're gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're gonna do different or not to end this off. We've been ending off our episodes with this lately. I feel like it's been fun. Here's the list of who's in right now. So we got Kurt Warner, Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Derek Jeter, Jackie Robinson, and Babe Ruth. That's the list so far.
It's a
Okay.
good list.
So yeah, great list so far. So we're gonna have 4 random selections this time. The first one was not randomized. The other 3 I'm gonna randomize while we are right here. So the first name being Tom Brady. So let's get him fucking in.
We
Tom
should
Brady,
do all the
different or
goats
not?
first and just put him in there for a standard. Yeah, Tom Brady's built
Yeah.
different. He's the GOAT.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. We'll give him his spotlight on an episode down the line, but Tom Brady is like one of the in all the sports we got. There's like maybe a couple that have an undisputed GOAT, and it's like I'm happy I got to witness the fucking career of one of
Yeah.
them, which is Tom Brady. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna randomize random football players. Give me a list of 5. Actually, give me a list of 3.
That's why y'all had me so damn heated when we was doing this. I don't know what the hell I would say when we were doing. That's why y'all had me so damn. You know what I mean? Because we saw Tom. I'm telling y'all something, right? Like,
Oh, that's a cool little list.
it's still hard for me to believe with y'all. I don't know because y'all didn't watch the 20 years of Tom Brady. Y'all only saw like 4 of his 7 Super Bowls, if that. You know what I mean? As
I started watching him after his first year. Or after his first
So-
Super Bowl. After his first Super Bowl, I
Yeah,
started.
football's been in my family for so fucking long.
But I'm talking about that y'all can track that y'all know was football, goddammit. Like is what I'm saying. Literally, that's all I'm saying. That y'all know is football. Like that is not his whole 7, because that's 20 years. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about though here is I got some stats just for something that we gonna cut out. How the fuck don't y'all have? And I'm older than y'all. Patrick fucking Mahomes in 127 games has over 300 touchdowns. All right, with 3 Super Bowl, and this ain't even Super Bowl stats that I'm putting here for you guys. In his first 100 games, do y'all know how many wins he has?
A lot.
Like 80 something.
Yes, great job, Matt, because I knew you was going to know that shit. He has
Hey, I knew it too.
Listen, no, not like that, but listen, that's the best winning percentage ever. And to actually see him go to the Super Bowl and win these 7 conference championships, you know what I mean? And go to the Super Bowl as many as he has in that span, because Tom didn't win 7 rings back to back, y'all. He did not win those rings like that. I'm telling you, at the end, like he said, that take about Genty is going to age well. That's what the fuck Patrick Mahomes is doing before our eyes. So how is he not the GOAT right now? I just want to know that. But go ahead, just
Whoa.
I just want to know.
Do you think
Okay.
he's the GOAT right now?
Yes.
Or he's projecting to be the GOAT?
And that's why
That's the difference.
Wait, you're saying right here on
that's
this
why-
podcast,
that's
you
why-
think Patrick Mahomes is the greatest football
Okay.
player of all time?
You think he's the greatest right now? If
Right
he is-
now, right here,
So-
right now.
So
He's
so
retired
what I'm
today.
So with what we seen now, all right, listen, I might get ate alive, but I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I gotta loosen up my shoulders. Here we go.
Yeah.
With what we saw Tom Brady do with over 20 years to get the rings that he did, with the stats that I just read to y'all in the first 100 games, all right? Basically, his first 9 years of NFL play, right? He has 3 Super Bowl rings, right? But at the end of that, 300 touchdowns in 127 games. All right. 80 wins with 20 losses in getting to these championship games. One of the reasons I love Donovan McNabb too. They was always making it but wouldn't win, right? But he was making it and winning. And not all the time is he winning the Super Bowl. How is he not the greatest football player we've actually ever seen?
Projection. He's projecting to be the greatest. But I'm asking you right here, right now, if he were to never take another snap in the NFL ever again, if he were to retire right here, right now, is he the GOAT? Right here, right now.
Yes.
3 Super Bowls.
Yes. Because he did it in a shorter span. He did it in a shorter span.
You be coming at my fucking takes, Cam. What the hell?
This is why. This is why.
7 for 3. Mahomes is 3-2. Like,
yes.
Listen, I'll put this simply. Tom Brady is the GOAT of football. Listen, Mahomes' career was great. The start of his career,
it ain't over yet.
Fantastic. It's
Yeah.
not over.
Don't say was.
And it's not over.
Yeah, it is great.
No, I said the start of his career was great. Like we're past the start of his career. He's he's basically a veteran now.
Yes.
And I get what you're saying, like trajectory, all that.
Yes.
But we're talking about 22 seasons of elite play.
We're
talking about the most passing yards of all time, the most touchdown passes of all time. We're talking about epic comebacks in the Super Bowl. We're talking about a guy that is undeniable. Like when Tom Brady was in the playoffs, you could not count him out. His whole fucking career.
Comeback. No, the greatest.
I'm not going to argue none of that. That's not what I'm saying. So thank you for talking about the 22 years too. So what if Pat doesn't? What if it's just like our Jordan and LeBron argument for those people who want to have that Jordan LeBron? Jordan didn't need 20 fucking years to win 6 championships. He didn't need 20 years to win 6 championships.
Fine,
if Patrick doesn't need 20 years, if
Jordan
he doesn't need 20
more rings in his 15 years than LeBron in his 22.
Exactly.
Pat does not have more of anything in his 7 or 8 years compared to Brady's 22.
But in Patrick's same sample size that we have of 9 years, who has more, Patrick or Tom, in the first 9 years of their career?
But we don't
that's
talk
fine.
about the first 9 years.
That's all I'm talking about. So
and like I said, that is fine. But Patrick Mahomes needs to do this over a stretch of, like, I'm talking 15 to 20 years.
So what if he don't need?
Convo.
Why does he have to play 22 years to be the GOAT?
Because of everything that Tom Brady achieved in those years.
No, I don't agree.
Mahomes has to achieve still at the end of the day. He has the talent. He has the great start, but Mahomes has to finish this off.
I don't agree
to be the GOAT
with that. I'm saying if in the next 5 to 6 years, he only needs 5 or 6 more years, he gets 4 fucking more titles. Sure.
Yeah, the conversation's a lot different. Of course.
He can retire and he's definitely GOAT because he did it in way less time and has equal rings.
And that's all I'm trying to say.
But he hasn't yet. So all of that you're saying is straight projection, straight.
But but if you want to talk about these years alone,
he could get injured right now, never play another game of football again, and we could never know. And then he'll be he could have been the greatest, but he definitely isn't because he only has 3
He's the greatest. He's the greatest in this time span in the 127 games.
And if you want to really talk about it, and if you really want to talk about right here, right now, Patrick Mahomes has gotten destroyed in the Super Bowl 2 times. One of those times by the guy we're putting him up against in this fucking debate.
And that's 100% the reason why I will never, until he does more, say he's the GOAT, because old Brady beat him in his prime.
But old Brady didn't beat him. Old Brady's defense beat him.
So the Giants Eli didn't beat the Patriots.
Yes,
the Giants defense beat the Patriots.
David Tyree beat the Patriots.
Eli on this channel then. Copy? Because
Yeah,
Eli didn't beat them. The helmet catch and the defense beat them.
David Tyree did that.
Now I know that.
I agree. No, listen. So listen. I don't have any problem
We're
with
not
the
cutting none of
dynasty
that out.
of
We
the
want all that
Patriots.
out.
I have nothing to say bad about the dynasty of the Patriots.
Of course.
Because what I love about the Patriots is that the defense carried young Tom along until Tom came into his own. He was only asked to manage the game for the first couple of years as a quarterback. Fucking Patrick Mahomes came in with a hot gun. They let Alex Smith go ahead and ride into the sunset, right? Went down, you know what I mean? And he has been smoking ever since. Now, the thing about it is that we didn't know that the GOAT thing goes with Tom a bit farther because people didn't know that he was the GOAT. He was never projected to be the GOAT. You understand what I'm saying? Where he was drafted, everybody loves looking at the tape of him being all skinny, all that type of shit. But Patrick was actually like, he was sought, but a lot of people didn't know that Patrick was going to be what Patrick was going to be.
Yeah.
They didn't, but they also knew that he had talents and gifts. And
he was better than Brady off of.
Yes, he was definitely projected higher. But what he has done with his projection, right, and how that relationship with him and Andy Reid, it's just so fucking amazing. Is what we need in sports. You know what I mean? To see the people running with the same team like that. Coach, some of the shit that I like to lean into anyway.
Continuity of it all, yeah.
Yes, it's just one of those things that I'm trying to say, man. That I think, you know what I mean, and just all of the shit that I've watched before I die, Patrick Mahomes will be the GOAT of football.
100% think that's a high possibility, but I can't say if he were to retire right now, he already is.
Yeah.
Just by what he did, man.
With
he did great
and all that,
short amount of time for sure, but his story isn't done yet. That's all.
Yes,
his
man.
Story
And that's
still has a lot to be written out. So I'm not about to say, oh, he's already the GOAT before he's accomplished what he wants to accomplish.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then if you wanna like use that, like Mahomes was like he looked better in the early part of his career. Like Tom Brady was the last pick in the fucking NFL draft and was asked to take over for the quarterback that was at their time. Like Bledsoe was the fucking guy. So now you're telling this last pick of the draft, go get him. You're our guy now. So of course he's gonna have like, a little bit of a slower start, and shit like that. But he made the Patriots franchise what they were. Tom Brady's success was what made the Patriots that dynasty. The Chiefs, on the other hand, they gave Patrick Mahomes a beautiful situation. You sit behind this quarterback. We're going to build this fucking franchise. We're going to get one of the best coaches of all time. We're going to get some of the best talent ever. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is like, I'm not saying that should count against Patrick Mahomes, but in this fucking argument right here, Tom Brady was just fucking, thrown to the wolves and he ended up successful. Patrick Mahomes, he got blessed with this
His
situation.
Team was good too. When Drew Bledsoe got hurt, goddamn New England were good too. They were good.
Were they winning a Super Bowl with Drew Bledsoe?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't they? What do you mean? Drew Bledsoe was fucking good. Drew Bledsoe was good. What do you mean? Bro. He was good.
Bledsoe was great.
What do you mean?
I don't know if the whole team was good enough to win a Super Bowl.
Win a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't Patrick. It wasn't like Alex Smith was going to take that same team to the Super Bowl. It was the same team.
Of course, but what I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes got to sit back for a year. That franchise, every move that they had made during that time span was fucking flawless.
It was built for him.
Who knew?
And that's
all this argument was about to pop out.
I know. Right? Came out of nowhere, bro. We're just like,
I wanted to
Tom
ask
Brady
you guys.
Different or not? Kem's like, I think Patrick Mahomes is better.
Tom Brady is totally different, and that's why I said the story of Tom Brady makes him the GOAT. The story. He's the GOAT.
It's such a good sports story.
Yes, absolutely.
And then like he set the example of taking care of your body.
I'm also a Jet fan though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So the three. Let's get this episode over. All right. So the first one I'll save that one for last, but this one, Tony Romo. This is a good one.
I'm gonna shut up.
Put his body on the line for years. Dog.
Another good sports story.
Great sports story.
Yes.
I wouldn't be mad if the consensus here is yes, but I don't know.
I mean, for the time, I
For
love.
what he meant to the league.
Yes, man. I love what Dallas does, though, man. The next man up thing in Dallas is kind of one of the greatest kind of
Yeah,
stories.
he went undrafted. Let's keep that
Yes,
in mind. He went
yes, son.
undrafted.
And then he lost his job to a 4th rounder. Like, you understand?
Yes.
What I'm saying? The next man up thing is crazy. But anyway, yes,
This is tough.
But he was good, man.
I'm gonna say,
And he's a fucking phenomenal fucking play-by-play guy in the fucking booth. Like
Yeah.
he's like
one of the
generational.
Yes,
that we currently
slow
have.
flow, and it's nice slow flow for everybody to
Oh
understand.
yeah. Here's the thing.
This is a good one.
Ever won anything?
Yeah.
3 or 4 time Pro Bowl.
Yeah. If
Can I
I'm
say
not
no?
putting Drew Brees in, I don't think I'm putting.
Yeah, I gotta
Tony
say
Romo
no. That's
in.
what I
Oh,
said.
you
Can I
didn't put
say
Drew
no,
Brees
fellas?
in?
No.
We did not put Drew Brees in.
I don't know if I was on that episode then. Yeah, damn.
No, it was me. It was me and Cam.
Yeah, if Drew Brees isn't in, then he's not in. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
But it's all your opinion. It's all your opinion. If you
no,
guys
I
both
would've-
feel like
I
he's
would've-
different,
I would have probably maybe put Drew Brees in. So no. If he's not
Yeah.
in, no.
Okay.
Now I know the
Okay.
standard's even higher. Cool. Copy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Their standards are
standards high, but
Yes.
some people could slip in. Some people could slip in. All right. So Rickey Williams.
Woo! Running back
Running
or
back.
Oakland A's? Okay.
Had one of the better running back seasons of all time.
Yeah, and then the thing that everybody loves now has been legalized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kinda put it, you know what I mean? Stopping his
A
career.
random retirement in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Just to blow trees.
Josh Gordon's shaking his fist at the fucking world right now.
It was a moment in time.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
say I can't say
moment.
yes.
His
Can't say
moment
yes.
was built different.
Mm-hmm.
But am
Yeah,
I
that 2002 year was
as a
insane.
player, his career, he was built
Yeah.
different? Probably not. But as a moments guy, yes. But no. Career, it's kind of like like we were saying with Brandon Roy and shit. For that moment
Yes.
before the injury,
Yes.
he was built different and could have been built different even
Yes.
for his whole
He
career.
was just different
But
in that
for
moment.
what we got, the moment isn't enough to make me say he's built different. No.
All right, and this is the last one. I feel like he makes it. I'm hoping he makes it. Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Of course. Like, what are you talking about? That was easy money. Come on, stop
He
playing.
is my whole childhood damn near growing up.
Come on, man.
Larry
Bro,
Fitz.
He's an
his
Iron
whole
Man, a
career-
Myron Silverson. Like, he's everything, bro. Like, he's great. Iron Man,
He's
Myron Silverson.
his whole
Great
career. I
sneaker.
mean, and I know we praised Carson Palmer, earlier in the episode, but like he played with a lot of fucking, mid quarterbacks his whole career, and still to
paper
end
bag.
up as good as he was, like a arguably top, wide receiver of all time.
Never leaving. Bro.
More
He's stuck.
more tackles than fucking dropped passes somehow.
Yeah, like what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, bro. Larry fucking fits to the moon.
Yeah, no, he's 100% built different. He's a dog.
Hell yeah. And I get
fucking receiver on here. Hell yeah.
And with that, does anybody got any takes to send us home, or we just gonna get the fuck out of here?
Yo, Luca, get well, big dog. We need you this year. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Mike Brown, please don't be a fucking crash out. But no, with that being said, everyone subscribe, leave some feedback, fuck with your boys. Like I said, we are trying to bring good media back. There is just too much trash media out there. We are trying to bring good media back. Your spot for the best laughs, the most hottest takes. I mean, you saw some hot takes this fucking episode.
A lot.
But the hottest takes, the best laughs, and most importantly, the different aura. We bring it to you every single episode. Get on the train because the train's not stopping. Have a good day or night.